My name's Liz Njoroge. I am a mother. I am a wife to one, a mother to two, and a fashion-preneur. When I say fashion-preneur, I am a fashion designer and also a fashion coach. So I run several companies, but for today we are here for the fashion company. My company is called Liz Njoroge Collection, named after yours truly. And we are into the provision of class and style to individuals who want to be stylish in one way or another. Now, our company, we deal with basically all sorts of clothes. We deal with made-to-measure clothes. Those are clothes that you come to the shop, you get measured, and we discuss and see the way forward, like maybe weddings, and if you have rorashio, then we do those ones. And then we have the classy made-to-measure, for example, if you have a gala event, if it is your maybe a birthday party, you need something elegant and elaborate that needs to maybe take a while to discuss. We also do those. And then we have a ready-to-wear line. The ready-to-wear line comes in sizes from size 4 to size 20. So the goodness with the ready-to-wear line is you come, you pick, you fit, you go. Then we have the corporate section where we do uniforms and branded items. And then we have a gift section where we mostly do items that are done from the recycled products of what we have done from the main clothes. Whatever remains, then we come up with something so that we don't throw away the scrap material, and also to give work to some ladies and widows who we work with from Kibera.
And welcome to another edition of the Necklace Forum. It's not another, it's the very first. And Liz Njoroge is our very first guest.
Thank you for having me around. It's a pleasure to be the first. It is a good cause and I'm happy to be part of it.
Thank you so much. You know, we've had this dream for so long of having to have women's voices. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? You're doing such a wonderful job.
Thank you.
You rebranded last year and we saw it. I saw your 40 days, of gratitude.
Yes.
And I was like, I think this is something that we need to know. We need to know, why have you rebranded and where are we going with the Liz Njoroge collection? Yes.
Now, Zippy, I will take you back to almost 5 years back when I discovered, yes, I'm in business, but I was not doing business. Now, this is the reality, Zippy. Majority of us in the industry are in business, but we are not doing business. When I say doing business, I mean, are we making money out of it? Are we making ends meet, or are we still dipping into our pockets? So I had that aha moment and I realized I was just moving with the tide. I didn't know where I was going. I was just going. Then one of my friends told me, Liz, you need to really restructure your whole thing and really get your act together. And in the process, I joined a club. And the club that I joined gave us world-class training. And let me tell you, training is the only way to go. Majority of us think in terms of we're sharp, but reality is you need to go for training to be able to learn. And don't go for training to do fashion in an art class. It will not work. If you want to learn about fashion, go to fashion. So for me, because I wanted to do business, I went to learn how to do business. So now when I got into this club and they taught us how to be you and your potential. You know the way you're always scared of going because you're thinking, what will people say? Do I have the money? I still haven't reached there yet. They might not accept me. You always doubt ourselves. But the club taught me that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. It's you who makes it impossible.
Exactly.
So it opened me to another world and I realized I don't want this not knowing where I'm going with my life. So I had to close my business. And in the process of closing my business, I got to meet a lot of mentors and friends I'll just maybe mention a few. I would want to maybe mention Frida Owinga of Business Founders. She gave me the idea of, Liz, you cannot live by just being within your cocoon. You need to go outside. You need to look for business outside. And she brought up that idea of, have you thought about doing mass production? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to make money. You cannot wait for one person. For how long? How will you wait? How will you be able to expand? I want to see Liz Njoroge.
And you aren't sure of that one person.
I want to see Liz Njoroge in Milan. I want to see Liz Njoroge in Nairobi. I want to see Liz Njoroge in Mombasa. You don't necessarily have to be there. And my argument was, I don't have an accountant, I don't, it's always, you're always looking for an excuse. I don't have the money to do this. You're always looking for an excuse. And Frida was harsh with me and she told me, no. Until Liz, you're ready to whatever, I don't have time for you. And it made me wake up. And I moved on with Frida. In the process of moving on with Frida, I love the fact that women can be able to assist other women.
Yeah.
My mantra is talk and tell your true story to other women for them to learn and not fall into the pit that you fell in.
I like that part of telling the story.
And just tell it, Zippy,
Yes.
the way it is.
Exactly.
Let's not sugarcoat and say, oh, business is booming, or just be real and say, I'm able to make a few coins, but it is not what I want. So one person, I don't remember her name, we were at a business forum, and she got somebody, a trainer, who was giving training for business coaching. And because I'd mentioned that I have the passion to want to learn about running businesses, she referred me. And in the process, I entered into a class, an entrepreneurship class. Our lecturer was Patrick Wameo, a very tough man who doesn't sugarcoat. And for me, I think being in this environment has made me realize that we need to stop sugarcoating and say it as it is.
As it is.
If Zippy, you're my friend, and I don't like your dress, I'll tell you, Zippy, that dress doesn't suit you so well, but I think we can change. Don't say it in a mean way.
Yes.
Okay, there are people who can say it in a mean way.
Give solution.
My lecturer was mean. Patrick, sorry to say, Patrick was mean.
But you needed it.
I needed it.
Yeah.
And do you know what he told me? Liz, do you think you're the first designer on earth? And do you think you're the last? What is different about you? There are so many designers out there. And it hit me.
Yeah.
You're not the first. You're not the last. It's a level playing ground for everybody. So you need to work hard. I won't come to you because you're Liz. I need to come to you because you're giving me value. And that's why I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
And he helped me learn that I had this capability and I could be able. And that's the first time I ever did a vision board.
Wow.
We normally don't do that. So my closing down my business and getting to learn business has made me close everything and rebrand afresh. And right now, people can relate to me and they know what I do. Before, I was doing curtains, I was doing cushions, I was doing clothes, I was doing repairs, I was doing, but now I really know where I'm going and I know my passion, and that is what I want to do.
When you talk about vision board, for the very first time this year, I also enrolled for Centonomy classes. And, I was like, oh, I'm an artist, I don't really need to know about business.
Thank you. For the creatives, we never need, everything is
in our head. It's a talent.
I know.
And for me, I was like, I've even trained for it. But Liz, when I finished the classes in April, I think there was no doubt that I was going to close my office. That even COVID happening or not happening, I was going to close my office. And I thank God that I attended those classes, because if COVID had happened and I had closed my office, I could still have felt like it's such a big loss. But having attended that business class at Centonomy, I was like, I am closing it with the reason. To rebrand like what you're doing.
Thank you.
So now I'm still in that stage.
All the best.
Yes.
I am here to help and be real.
Yes.
And in business, I say you need two kinds of mentors.
Yes.
You need a mentor in your field. When I say in your field, I mean somebody in the creative space and in the acting space. And you need somebody like that to help you. But you also need somebody, Zippy, who's outside, who will tell you, Zippy, what you're doing is not right.
True.
Come back to your senses. So they're able to look at they don't have that. For us creatives, will be, there's no money. Zippy, just sleep at home. Tujaribu. The other person will tell you there's no jaribu. What else can you do with your creative space?
Exactly.
They'll wake up that. So you need two mentors, and I'm really passionate that Zippy, you're starting this, and I look forward to women growing other women.
True.
Let's stop fighting.
Yeah.
Zippy has her own fashion brand. I have my own fashion brand. How can we be able to assist each other?
Exactly.
Let me give you an example. We have a partnership where we just decided as designers to come together.
Yeah.
Managing to open a shop at Village Market is very expensive.
True.
We couldn't afford it on our own. But because of the partnerships, we've been able to open up a shop at Village Market. And now I can be able to have a ready-to-wear collection where Zippy comes and picks up a dress and it fits. Now, look at Zippy. She came to the shop today.
Yes.
She has a dress from the ready-to-wear line.
This is Liz collection.
From the ready-to-wear line.
Yes.
You pick and you go.
Exactly.
And that's what we need to look at. Now, does that need me, Zippy, to be there?
No.
That is my other avenue of making money. While that is going on, I am busy here at the office, measuring the people who come, going to look for business outside. But that other one is bringing in business for for me.
you.
So you need to look at, yes, you're in the creative industry, but what else can you do?
That's true.
Fine, now we have COVID and everything else. We have to change with times. If it were me before, I would have gotten into a cocoon and kept quiet. In the beginning, there was nothing else to do. People were not making clothes, but there was the masks issue. And you're thinking there's small margins in masks. How will I be able to make it? But guess what? I rebranded and we are doing corporate masks, and we're able to pay rent for right now. You need to think at
outside the box.
Kindly, entrepreneurs and women, think in terms of doing business.
I think tell them that again.
You need to think in terms of, please do business. Don't be in business. When you're in business, you're moving with the boat. You'll go left, you'll go right. Whether you're making money or not, you will always be there. Think in terms of doing business. And for you to be able to do business, Zippy, start right. Majority of us, we don't start right. Zippy has graduated from school. She has started her own film industry. Do you need anybody to direct you? No. You put in what you learned. I finished my school. I started my own life. Did I have anybody to tell me? We don't have that. I didn't have anybody to tell me, this is the way you start a business. This is what you do. If you need to do your ETR returns, if you need to do your tax returns, nobody tells you anything. And anybody who knows is thinking in terms of, I don't want to tell you, because you will become a competition. The world is so large. And
there's always market.
There's always market for everybody.
Where do you see Liz's collection in the next 10 years?
Liz's collection in the next 10 years. I see myself having branches basically in any country that is going to be able to accommodate this fashion. That's what we are looking at. And I look at it, I don't want to go alone. I would want to go with other fashion designers. If I get an outlet, for example, and I'm taking clothes, why can I not take Zanta, who's taking jewelry? Why can I not take Peggy, who's doing clothes?
Because it will complement yours,
somebody who's doing sandals. You understand? There's a friend of mine who I work with. She's my accountability partner. You need an accountability partner. When I say accountability partner, she's in fashion. And we sit down and we talk and she tells you, wacha ujinga. Ama, I tell her, wacha ujinga. She's older than me. She's called Peggy Onyango. We're very close with Peggy. And people don't understand what kind of friendship that we have. You understand? We sit down and we say, Peggy, we have this thing that is coming up. What can you do? What can I do? I say, okay, Peggy, you do dresses. Let me do jackets. And when we're going to the forum, I will carry her clothes, she will carry my clothes, and we'll be able to do business at the end of the day. The only thing is get to understand each other. If we're going for a forum, two fashion designers, don't carry clothes, jackets, and me also clothes, jackets. It doesn't make sense. See an amicable way of coming together to be able to work together as a team. Another example I would want to use, Zanta Adede. She's my very good friend. Zanta Adede does jewelry. We started the cooperation in Village Market together. As we speak right now, she has been able to acquire a shop at Village Market by herself.
Beautiful.
And you see, she's growing other designers. She's got 4 or 5 designers with her, and they're growing together as a brand. She's got the name Zanta Adede, but the people inside are different brands. But they're all in under one roof. So you can imagine, if we could be able to do that, that's the team. Can we be able to form another team and also form another team and also form another team, you know? When I look at it, when you look at the younger designers, they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anywhere. They are saying, sasa uko Village Market tutafika aje.
Exactly.
If we have a forum where I can be able to come and see your work, let's be realistic, Zippy. We have two types of mentees. We have the mentees who are flamboyant and them they know everything. But in real sense, there's no product.
It's true.
We have the mentees who have the product, but they don't know who to be connected to. Why can't Liz help this mentee to be able to get their products to Village Market? That's the way we need to grow. And we need to be realistic with our mentees and realistic with the young upcoming designers. Be realistic and tell them, my dear, this is not workable. And if you notice they don't want to listen, please let them be. They will go that route and get into a pitfall. And they will fall. Later on, they will realize you were telling them
the truth.
Yeah,
because I must also commend you on the part of mentorship, as in I know you mentored my brother.
Yes. And he told you how tough?
And you see where his line is. I mean, men's and bags, and now he's even doing leather.
Now imagine
and that's where he's focusing.
Imagine if you were stuck in fashion designer doing everything.
Yes.
You see, that's what you need to understand.
Yeah.
Get the particular person who is a designer. What do you want to do with yourself? Which brings me back to, you need to start right. We don't start right. Unaanza just because circumstances force you. Ukipata curtain unashona. Ukipata.
Yes.
And it brings about, you know, it brings about,
people don't know what identity to stick with you.
Yeah. So you need to have something that you're known by. The one designer who I know who really opened up the fashion business for us is Ogake Mos. Ogake Mosomi came in and she specifically did bridal wear. And at first we thought, tanguka.
How many
brides? But she's been in business, and it made us realize you can do it.
Yes.
You can do it. We just needed one person to challenge us.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at somebody like Evelyn Akinyi Odongo.
Yes.
Akinyi Odongo does a lot of outfits, but we know her for export. That's her speciality.
Exactly.
We know her for having niche outfits. That's her speciality. So that's what we need to grow and know people with. So if in any case there's an event where maybe somebody like Akinyi goes and maybe the class is maybe for ready to wear where it's not her niche market, then you see it's easier for her to give it over to somebody else. And when a niche market comes and it's not maybe what I want because that's not my thing, I give it to her. So we need to grow each other. Something else that I would want to say is there are so many associations and so many groups around. We need to identify this particular group, what are you good in? This particular group, what are you good in? I think instead of us fighting, or instead of us all going to the government and all going to these parastatals and fighting, why don't we say, Zippy, you deal with the government. For me, let me deal with training. For you, deal with the
welfare and stuff.
You understand? So that when you divide them like that, at any one point, you will not fight. In my years of business, I have learned to be a listener. And I have learned to be student. When you're a student, you get to learn and hear what people are doing in the industry. In the fashion industry, it's been very hard to get us together because everybody has their opinion, and when you say people are, so you find people decide, okay, watch out, a small workshop, let me just get busy with my things. But you see, at the end of the day, you
cannot grow in your own cocoon.
Thank you. At the end of the day, what have we done to the fashion industry? We have no, there's nothing going on because everybody, we are all disseminated in different areas. I wish we could be able to come together. An example is the leather industry. Leather industry under Beatrice Mwasi. They also had small groups. But guess what? They realized Zippy has gone to knock, Liz has gone to knock, Florence has gone to knock. We are knocking the same door, saying basically the same thing. Why don't we come up together? And the Leather Apex was formed.
Nice.
So you see, you can imagine if we could be able to do more collaborations as women. I'm looking at it this way. If for example, I go outside, I go to the US and I get export market for maybe leather shoes or leather whatever, I can't do it. I will come and give it to the person who does it. Let's be ready to learn. Let's be ready to embrace. Let's be ready to tell our real story. And real story, say it as it is, Zippy.
And this is what you are doing now.
Yes, it is. We're cheating each other. Zippy, it is hard. And I like now what you talk about divorce and how it's real. Majority of the people will not talk about it. And our younger girls are hurting because they don't want to get married. We're going to at one point have a generation that doesn't want to get married.
That's very true.
But Zippy, guess what? You're still my friend. Yes, you're divorced, but you're still my friend. I am married, but I'm still your friend. Let's find an amicable way of living together and encouraging each other. It didn't work in the other one, but you never know.
It can work in another one,
So that doesn't mean we stop. Let's stop the
stigmatizing people. Because we always say, things happen. Bad things happen. And it happens to good people and bad people alike, But we have to find a way to grow. Marriage will fail, business will fail, friends will leave you, relatives will fail. But you have to reach that point of saying, your grace is sufficient.
I think when you leave everything to God, things just fall into place.
Exactly.
I think it does. But at the end of the day, let's grow each other. For me, any woman out there who wants to be assisted in one way or another, my friends normally tell me I need to charge, I need to have a directory. Because when they call me, I have an option. Sina sahi, but I'll give you somebody. Unataka nini maka? ndakupatia, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, does it hurt you to grow somebody else?
No,
It doesn't.
because the next time that other person will say, okay, come back here.
I have gotten business. Zippy, I've been lucky enough in my business. I have never spent money on marketing.
Wow,
never.
beautiful.
It has been word of mouth. Just give it your all. In the beginning, you'll say, oh, you're giving me this clothes for free. Or sometimes I'll just, you know, sometimes you just, this person really needs it and they don't have the money, you know.
Yeah, true.
So I tell you, okay, so how do you want us to go about this? Let's do this. Then we come to an understanding.
Yeah.
I might not make money at the end of the day today, but I know for sure
this person will get you another business and more. Yeah.
And imagine it does work. It does work because you could be helping support somebody when they're down. Like they tell you, Liz, I really need an outfit. I have this function, but I don't. Next time, when they have a function, they will call you.
And even when they go there, it would be like, whose?
And it brings you back business.
And it brings you back the business. And you're like, wow, that one dress has brought 10 of them.
Dress has brought you 10
Yes,
dresses.
exactly.
So you spent maybe 5,000 and it has brought you 50,000.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I keep on, this is my, let's be real, Zippy.
Yeah.
Let us share our genuine stories.
Yes.
Genuine, and tell people, I went, I fell, I stood up, I fell, I stood up, I fell, but guess what? I am still going.
Amen.
Even right now, if the business falls again, my friend normally tells me, you are the brain under the business. Are you happy, Zippy?
Thank you.
Engage in it. If it makes you happy, just do it with your all. Sometimes we find it hard. You don't have the money to do it, but you have to do something.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to keep trying.
You have to keep trying.
You have to keep trying. I tell people, it doesn't matter. I think I've opened more than 5 businesses and some have flopped and all. But I'm like, if I stop continuing to open other businesses, then I mean, what else am I doing? What's my purpose?
It's true. Somebody also said, if you're opening a business, open a business that kind of closely relates either to your profession or your hobby or passion or whatever.
Yes.
Now for me, anything pertaining to fashion, be it shoes, be it bags, be it those I can sell.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Tell me to sell perfumes, it is not good, so I can't do it. So really, when you're looking at your extra, maybe an extra something that you want to open a business in, open a business that relates to your passion or to your profession. That way, you'll always be able to tell where things are going wrong. I look forward to maybe having, you see, like a business club for women. And when I say women is, how do we grow each other?
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't need money to grow. By the way, women, you don't need money to grow.
You need social capital.
Social capital. Yeah. That's the word. And it's good social capital. Choose people who choose you. Don't force yourself.
Yeah, that it makes life very easy that way.
Choose people who choose you. It's like you're forcing yourself to be their friend, or you're forcing yourself to be their relative, or you're forcing yourself to be their business friend.
Yeah.
Don't. If they want you, they will come.
They'll come.
And if they don't,
and friendship should be easy.
Should be easy.
Now, Liz, as I ask you what you could have told your 20-year-old self, I want you to take you back to somewhere. Miss Malaika. You know Miss Malaika?
Yes.
That is like, is it
20 years back?
20 years back.
20 years back, yes.
You know, that's another place. We've come, I think, a long journey with Liz. We didn't forget this thing. We were in Asumbi.
Yes.
Then Miss Malaika came up, and Liz was the designer in charge of training girls how to walk and how to dress, and I was training them how to speak better. And I mean, beyond that, we've been in the creative industry, and I like that now we are here, we can say 20 years ago. Later. What could you have told Liz?
There are 2 sides to this.
Yes.
The journey always is rough and everything, but guess what? It's smooth at the end. If you start it smooth, it will be rough at the end. So you would rather start it rough and get it smooth. Maybe the only thing I would change maybe is start right, but I wouldn't have gotten the experience that I've gotten, and I wouldn't change anything.
Your final words? Tell them.
My final words would be, as women, let us learn to grow each other. Let us learn to grow each other, and partnerships work. But be cautious in the partnerships. There are partnerships that are not right. and there are partnerships that will take you somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't get into partnerships for mehe mehe and you know, just discussing, hi, Zippy was not dressed. No. Get into partnerships that you are progressing from one level to the other. We need to learn to just move with the times, help each other, check out for each other, just be each other's sisters.
Oh, thank you.
That's the...
Thank you so
and
much.
I look forward to, wow, this necklace...
the necklace forum.
I look forward to seeing other people shine.
I am so glad to be having this, and definitely Liz, being the first, you'll definitely have to be in the middle again.
I look forward to meeting, as maybe with this corona episode and everything, we cannot be able to meet. But I look forward to us meeting 6 months down the line and saying, I met Liz and she did this for me. True. I met Zippy and she did this for me. It might not have been money, but it was just that you can relate and you realize, oh my God, where I am is the same thing that Liz went through.
Yes.
And she's okay. Yes. So it's normal to be down.
True.
Be down, cry for a while, wake up.
True.
Move on.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you have to move on. There's no option.
We have to, as long as you're alive, you have to keep moving.
You have to keep moving.
All right.
Let's not allow our sisters to remain where they are.
If they remain where they are, who will pull you when you're down? Exactly.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much. And for these, we just want to say, continue to subscribe and to watch this episode and the next episode of the Necklace Forum. Today you have learned a lot from Liz Njoroge collection. Go to her page, her Facebook page is
Liz Njoroge Collection.
Liz Njoroge Collection. Sample those photos and call her. My dear, I can tell you for a sure fact, Bay is that price that you will say. Tell her, you heard her, I'm not even saying this. She said it here. That tell her what you can and she will see what she can do. Yes. So don't be too scared. Guys, this is the Necklace Forum, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.